Good morning, students, and welcome back once again. So, myself Shomiran sir, and today again I am back with your map pointing class on geography. So, student, I hope that all of you have watched my last video on the major physiographic division of India, as well as with the video I have given you some tasks, and I hope all of you have done it. If you face any problem regarding the map pointing, or if you have already practiced it, so you can send it to my mail id. Okay, so my mail id is shomiranmojumdar at the rate of gmail.com. Just type my name and spelling and at the rate of gmail.com, and you can send it a mail. If you have any queries through my YouTube channel, you can also ask me from over there. Okay, so today we will discuss about the second part of the chapter under major physiographic division. The first one was the northern mountains. So we will discuss about the northern mountains, the hills, and some important peaks of India, as well as their location where they are present, and I will share also some few information regarding those points. So student, let's come and see what are the syllabus under it, what you have to practice from there. See, the northern mountain ranges. You know there are several ranges, mountain ranges in our country. Okay, and it is widely extended throughout our country, and today we have chosen the northern part, so we'll discuss about the mountain ranges which are located in the northern part of our country. So the most important range is the Himalaya. We have already learned about Himalaya, the Himadri, the Himachal, and the Shivalik. Under Himalaya there are three parallel ranges: the greater Himalayas or the Himadri, the middle Himalayas or Himachal, and the outer Himalayas or the Shivaliks. Next is the Karakoram range, the Ladakh range, the Zaskar range. So these mountain ranges from the northern mountains we will practice. Then some hills are also there, which are also known as the Purvanchal hills or eastern Himalaya. They are the part of Himalaya located in the east, and they are isolated in some small hills which are known as the Garo hills, the Khashi hills, the Jaintia hills, the Naga hills, the Mizo hills, and the Patkai Bam or the Patkai hills. So these are also some important hills of Purvanchal. When the chapter was discussed about Himalayan ranges and the hills, I hope that all these things are discussed and you have already gone through this part. So while doing the map pointing, if it is known to you, it will be more easier to locate it properly on the map. Now some important peaks. You know there are several peaks are there in the mountain ranges. So among it we have chosen three: the Mount Everest, which is the highest peak of Himalaya, as well as the highest peak of the world, and its height is almost 8,848 meter. Next is the Godwin Austen on K2. It is the highest peak of Karakoram range. It is not the peak of Himalayan range. It is the peak of Karakoram range. Its almost height is 8,611 meter. And the third one is Kanchenjunga. It is the third highest peak of India or of the world, as well as it is the highest peak of Himalaya which is present in India, because Mount Everest is not present in India. It is now in the Indo-Nepal border, and Godwin Austen is on Karakoram range. So if it is asked highest peak of Himalaya in India, it is Kanchenjunga, which is the third highest peak of the world, and its height is 8,592 meter. So I am extremely sorry for my mistake. 8,592 meter height. So student, if you have the map with you, take one blank map, black color pen, and if you have the color pencil, you take it out. You will follow my guidelines and instruction of the video, and accordingly you will practice. Okay, try to use the pencil color and black pen for writing and pencil color for shading or coloring the area. Okay, and don't use any watercolor or pastel color. If you don't have the color, you can also do it by pencil, and you can shade it through pencil using several shades, but try to do it properly and represent it properly. Now see the important mountain ranges. Okay, the northern mountain I have selected, and it is in a book also. Okay, so on the northern part of India, which are the important mountain ranges present? So you can see we have discussed about the Himalaya. In the Himalaya is divided into three parallel ranges. From west to east, it runs in an arc shaped near to 2,400 meter of kilometer of length. Okay, so this one, the northernmost part of the Himalaya, is called the Greater Himalaya. Okay, this one. Then the second one is the Middle Himalaya or the Himachal. This one is the Middle Himalaya. Okay, Himachal range. This is the range in the red dot I am showing you. Just watch it. This on the Middle Himalayas or Himachal, and the third one is the Shivalik. Okay, this one is Shivalik or known as the Outer Himalaya. So the Greater Himalaya or Himadri, the Middle Himalaya or Himachal, and the Outer Himalaya or Shivalik. So these are the three important parallel ranges of Himalaya, and it is extending in an arc shape from west to east. Okay, and they are runs parallel to each other. Now the Karakoram range. The Karakoram range is located in the extreme north of Ladakh. Previously it was a part of Jammu and Kashmir, but now it is in Ladakh. So on this Karakoram range. Okay, next the Ladakh range. This one is the Ladakh range. Then the Zaskar range. All are located in the northern part, and they are also extended part of Himalaya in the northern portion. Okay, they are the other mountain ranges, and don't be confused what is mountain range and peak. Previously I have not discussed. So mountain ranges, what are the mountain ranges? Mountain ranges are the continuous chain of mountain. Okay, and in an mountain ranges there can be several peaks present over there. Okay, among it which one are important or highest one, we are learning about those peaks. So on the mountain ranges of Himalaya, on Greater Himalaya, you can see Mount Everest. Here on the Greater Himalaya or the Mount Everest peak is located. See in triangular sign it is given Mount Everest. Okay, this one, the Mount Everest, and this peak on red dot which I am pressing it, this one is Mount Everest, and here is Kanchenjunga. Okay, it is also in the Greater Himalaya range or the Himadri. And another peak which I have discussed, which I will discuss, that is the K2 or Godwin Austen on Karakoram range. So this is Godwin Austen K2 in triangular sign it is given. So these are the mountain ranges and peaks of north, as well as there are few small hills on the eastern part of India, that is the Garo Hills, the Khashi Hills, and the Jaintia Hills. Garo, Khashi, Jaintia. These are very important and famous hills, as well as the Naga Hills. This one is the Naga Hills. This one is the Patkai Bam, and at the bottom there is Mizo Hill. Okay, so on Mizo Hill. So this one are all the hills of Purvanchal range. Okay, this part of the mountain ranges on the eastern are known as the Purvanchal hills. Okay, the or the eastern Himalayas. So these are the things that you can see. Several other peaks are also given on this map, but only the few important things you will learn. And also you can also practice the Nanga Parvat. Okay, the westernmost highest peak of Himalaya. Then Namcha Barwa, it is the one Namcha Barwa, the easternmost highest peak. And there are some other important peaks also, Nanda Devi, Dhaulagiri, Annapurna, all you can see over here. Okay, and when we will discuss another class we will take on the important peaks, there we will discuss about all these peaks. So now I have shown you from your book chapter what you have to practice from here. Now what you have to do, you have to take out your map and accordingly you have to practice. So this is the map you can see on the screen, so which I have already done according to the topics which I have selected for the video, and in this way you have to point it out and try to use brown color for this physical feature of the mountain and or the hills. So I have already done. It is more clear to show you how you have to practice it. So this one I have marked it as Greater Himadri, okay, or Greater Himalaya. This is the range, okay. Second one is the Himachal, okay, or the Himalaya. So this is the Akshep range, and third one is the Shivalik, okay, or the outer Himalaya. This one is Shivalik. You can see I have given one arrow and I have marked it the ranges, okay, Shivalik range. So like this way you can point out arrow and mark it, okay. Then the Karakoram range. See the Karakoram range, okay. So this one is Karakoram range. I have marked Karakoram. Then is the Ladakh range, and next is the Zaskar range. This one is the Zaskar range. This one Ladakh range. This one Zaskar range. Okay, which are located in Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. So these are also very much important. Aravalli I have shown you, but about Aravalli I will discuss on the next class. So this is Aravalli. Okay, actually it is not the part of the northern Himalaya. That's why I have marked it, but I will discuss it on the next video. And here are some important peaks which I have already shown last slide. This is Mount Everest, okay, the highest peak of Himalaya, which is located on Himadri, and this one is Kanchenjunga, the second highest peak of Himalaya, and this is Karakoram range, and over there K2 or Godwin Austen. It is second highest peak of the world on Karakoram range. One thing you just notice it, that highest peak of the world, if it is asked, it will be Mount Everest, or highest peak of Himalaya, it is also Mount Everest. Now if it asks what is the highest peak of India, in that case highest peak of India is K2 or Godwin Austen. This one K2 is the highest peak of India because it is present in India, and Mount Everest is not present in India now, it is present in Nepal. So the highest peak of India is K2. But again, another thing, in another way question can be asked, what is the highest peak of India in Himalaya range? Highest peak of India in Himalayan range. On that case, what you will do, that will be Kanchenjunga, because Karakoram is not the Himalayan range. Okay, it is a part of it, but not directly the Himalayan range. So you can say that in India, highest peak of Himalaya is Kanchenjunga. So that's all about the mountain ranges. Now the hills I will show you over here. You can see it. The Garo Hills. This one the Garo Hills. The Khashi Hills. This one is the Khashi Hills. And Jaintia Hills. This one is the Jaintia Hills. Garo Khashi Jaintia. The Mizo Hills over here. The Mizo Hills. The Naga Hills. This one Naga Hills. And this one is Patkai Bam. Okay, Patkai Hills or the Patkai Bam. So these are the ranges of Purvanchal or Eastern Himalaya. So these are all the mountain ranges of the Northern Mountain, which is the first physiographic division. On the next day we will discuss about the other physiographic division, about the plains, the highlands and the plateaus, the peninsular the peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, the island groups, one by one in different video I'll discuss it about. Okay, and so now it is your task to practice all these mountain ranges, and I will give on the next class some question answer also regarding it. First of all, you will practice. So let's have a recap what we have learned about the northern mountains. We have learned about the mountain ranges of Himalayas: Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik, the Karakoram range, the Ladakh range, the Zaskar range, the peaks, that is Mount Everest, K2 and Kanchenjunga, and the hills what you have learnt: the Garo hills, the Khashi hills, and the Jayantia hills, the Naga hills, the Mizo hills, and the Patkai Bam. So this way you will practice it accordingly. Whatever instruction I have given, follow that instruction and do it. And before doing this, once again you will go through your chapter about the parts of the northern mountains what is have discussed. If you have thoroughly studied the chapter, it will be more easier for you to point it out on the map. So student, today up to this much, and I hope that all you are well as you are staying at home. Okay, so stay safe at home and learn your chapters and map accordingly whatever the teacher has instructed you. So thank you all and have a nice day.